Today in the kitchen, we are putting my spin on a favorite childhood classic. That is some red beans and rice. Instead of just red beans, we're also adding in creamy, delicious white beans. And guess what? There is no pork at all in this recipe. Trust me, I'm gonna make sure that you don't miss it. Check it out.
Kevin thinks he's a gunslinger over
You see
here.
that? Ooh, you know it was that fast, did you?
Ooh. Whoa.
See, now when you're filming me, I can't get it. Oh, you know I could do that. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is make some liquid smoke. One key ingredient in many Southern recipes, many soul food recipes, is pork. You got the ham hocks, you got pig's feet, you got bacon, and all that does is really help to flavor the dishes. It's got that really nice smoky flavor. So instead of using liquid smoke, I thought it'd be helpful to show y'all how to make your own liquid smoke. I'm gonna take a little jar. You can use an old water bottle too, like a plastic one. The less water you have in there, the more concentrated that flavor becomes. And this will be good for you to use for a minute. Grab some foil, cover up the top of the rim. Gonna add in some wood chips, fire it up, and I'm gonna light it up too. There we go. All right. We're gonna just quickly replace the foil with the bottle cap, give this a good shake, and we're gonna let this rest. All right, now for the beans, these have been soaking overnight, and we're gonna use some dry beans that look just like this. You can buy them from the grocery store, and they have a really high shelf life because the water content in beans is really low, meaning that they will stay in your pantry for a long time. We are gonna chop up some celery, some onion. I'm gonna use some yellow onion today. Instead of a green bell pepper, we're gonna add poblano. Wanna use green bell pepper as a traditionalist, then go ahead and use that. We're gonna fire up a heavy bottom pot on medium heat. You wanna get out the big one, you know, the one that your grandmama uses or auntie uses, the one for gumbo and whatnot. Throw a little bit of oil, and sliding in celery. Gonna cook this up for about, I guess, 3 to 5 minutes until you see the onion turn slightly brown and start to turn translucent. And while those are frying up, we're gonna pour off the water from our beans. Growing up, I only had the red beans. Red beans are so delicious. I've come to love white beans though, because they're incredibly soft. Onions looking good, smelling good. I'm gonna grate in some fresh garlic. Gonna add in my low sodium Cajun seasoning. A little splash of smoked paprika. Adding in some thyme. Sea salt. And some black pepper. Don't worry if it sticks to the bottom of the pot. Remember, we're gonna deglaze this in a minute. Taking our liquid smoke. You smell that, Jesse? Pretty good, right? Yeah.
He made his potion.
Made a little potion. I'm just gonna add in just a little bit right now. We're gonna say some. Just to help to deglaze some of it. Smokiness there. Oh yeah. Oh, woo. That's about right. The red beans. Then just stir the beans in the seasoning mix, pour in the chicken broth, then partially cover and cook for 45 minutes or until it's thick and stew-like. While the exact origins are unclear, enjoying red beans and rice in a stew-like meal has undeniable roots to many African cuisines, so it was likely brought to the US and other parts of the Americas through slavery. I grew up loving red beans and rice. Since my mom is from Louisiana, we ate it pretty often, mostly on Soul Food Sundays. But traditionally, it was eaten on Mondays. You see, Monday was laundry day, and with no washing machines, African Americans would heat coals to warm water. They could then repurpose those coals to cook beans for hours, and since beans don't require much hands-on cooking, they could get the laundry done as well. They used leftover bones and scraps from the pork eaten on Sundays to help flavor them. And pretty soon, a tradition was formed. Folks enjoyed fresh, clean laundry with a side of savory beans and rice. What about making that that good, that feel-good recipes, and now making it in a different way, but still maintaining the integrity of the dish, putting your own little spin on it? Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Oh man, look at that. That cream factor. Oh my Lord.
It's okay, he says.
I mean, it's okay. You in a hurry up and taste yours,
Let
man?
me get a scoop before
Yeah.
the disappearing act
All I needed to
happens.
put is an egg on top of this, bro.
Oh, snap. Red beans and rice. I mean, it's one of those meals. It's like, it's so simple. But every time you have it, you're like, why don't I make this more? Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing in my life?
Because we're so caught up on the instant generation, just trying to, I gotta just do the canned stuff, and no one has time to soak beans anymore. But slow cook these for an hour, you won't regret it. All I need now is just a little bit of hot sauce. Man, it was good. Catch this recipe on FitMenCook.com. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And again, happy Black Heritage Month. Let's make sure that we celebrate heritage all year long. Peace!